Journal entry, 26th of the month of May, in the year of our Lord, 1088. For over a year we have battled the English at the behest of the Duke of Champagne. After besieging Le Mans Castle successfully, we have gotten urgent word from Count Huguet of Chartres. His castle in Dreux was under siege, and he would not be able to withstand their assault for long. Meanwhile, Baudouin the traitor had joined sides with the English invaders. We made haste north and beheld the English army at Dreux. Their numbers were large, more than twice ours, and scouts soon brought reports of a host of Northmen hiding in the hills, ready to reinforce the English troops. Their surprise sprung, we held war council, and it was decided that despite being outnumbered more than 3-1, we would hoist the French banner and charge them. They did not stand a chance. The cowardly King Robert had sent his levies to the front, keeping his own soldiers in reserve. Our archers pinned them in place, and we rode out, me and my knights in front, with our heavy cavalry right behind. We cut through them like grass, and Robert soon came to see the folly of his cowardice. My knights in front, and the castle walls in his back. Even the band of Northmen who threw themselves into the fray could not turn the tide. Once again, we have waded through seas of blood, English blood, but still the blood of men who did not want to give battle, who were pressed into service against their will and died for nothing on foreign shores. This blood has washed away the last of my patriotic soul. France, England, what does it matter who oppresses the men tilling the fields? They're none the better, and I shall not lend my blade to their cause ever again. As we are making our way south, away from these war-ravaged lands, we have the upgrade on the proving grounds, which means we can construct the stump for increased 30% archer damage. And from there on out, I think we're pretty much done with it. There was briefly a contract popping up here in Aquitaine, but I think we'll just be passing through, really. We are running a little low on provisions, so there's definitely the need to restock these eventually. And Jourdan Bourguigne, who's just lost her husband, and Jourdan de Petra actually decided that they would like to get married. So of course I shall permit the union. Poor Bourguigne, she shall no longer be lonely, and we will see if we have any more children. Still very few children in our camp. Most of them are mine, actually, but we shall see. Talking to Duke Guillaume the Accursed of Toulouse, he has offered a contract to collect some taxes from the local lords. So let us see. Let us see what things are up. The city of Mende has failed to pay an extra tax imposed by the Duke. The residents have resisted further demands, but not quite marched into open revolt just yet. Guillaume wants his due, but is cautious of the potential cost of an outright rebellion. A neutral third party is a convenient fiction for browbeating the recalcitrant settlements leader, Mayor Léon, into submission. All that waits is the journey to Mende. All right, let us move to the east and get an impression what is going on in the countryside in Toulouse. So the first station is at the city gates, where the mayor, Léon of Mende, who is a covetous thinker. He is known to be quite arrogant, and not particularly good in leading his country. So let's see what's going on here, really. So let us begin with the local merchants. Actually, let us begin with the mayor himself and see what he's up to. Let's look through his financial records, and it doesn't take long to find the misdeeds that he's done. Now, he is obviously of low birth. They are not nobles, but they have been corrupting money and have been withholding the taxes due. So on to the next property. in the end, when it comes to greed, no matter if you're of noble birth or if you are of common birth, greed is greed. Stewardship challenge against Belmont, 50-50. Let's see if we find something. No, Belmont actually manages to escape our prying eyes, but I think Saint-Ol, yeah, we've got everything we need. We made my decision. So we have found 3 pieces of evidence out of 4, and I believe that we are definitely yes, we are just, and justice has been served, so they shall pay in full. We have enough evidence, and they are paying the Duke his due. So I have discharged my duties well, and the Duke is content with us. That said, the lands of the Duke do not look as content and peaceful as we were made to believe. Meanwhile, Farah the Brave and Alessandra, who is starting to form a rivalry with him. That is not something we can be having. So we should definitely have a bit of a distraction for everyone. And also, maybe we can arrange her to be married to one of my knights, and be a little distracted from meddling. So let's see who we can find. I think Mudan would make. She is Cisalpine, so she's a little foreign to everybody, really. But so is Mudan. So the two will make a good couple. So we shall have them married to each other, and hopefully that distracts her a bit from becoming a problem for the camp. Overall, the camp temperament is steadfast, but we shall probably have a revelry once we return to Toulouse, and just to get everybody's mind off recent events. So let's have a camp revelry, and I think, can we invite anybody? No. And I don't think we have the upgrades to improve this. So we'll just have a simple revelry in camp, and I think that is going to hopefully improve everybody's mood and stop people from being so upset with each other. So let's go. Friendly duel. Somebody gained aspiring blade master, and Bourguigne finds that we are out of drink. So of course we shall have some more. That's what provisions are for at the end of the day. Alessandra has impressed people, and that is good news. There's another contract in the north, actually, in Auvergne, from Count Robert. Yeah, that's just the local squabble. We shall leave that be. Yeah, people are getting along with each other. They bond by the fire, and overall successful. I am so deep in conversation that I barely notice the lack of light. It is only when I have trouble identifying a newcomer to the chat that I spare a look at the fire. Its embers glow dully, almost spent. Amaury shakes his head at my quick scanning of the camp. We've used the last of the firewood. Need to get some more. He hops to his feet, snatching up an axe from nearby and raising an eyebrow at me. We can... let's go. So everybody gained warm and content for a year. That's great. Camp revelry has increased, and everybody is drinking and sharing cultural experiences and making peace with each other. Tarkulv, I have gained a hook on him. And Jeanne, look at Jeanne. She's getting old. She is 57 by now. No children in the end. But she has been my trusty caravan master ever since Yehudis has so viciously betrayed us. We can either increase the revelry, or we can get... all right, let's see if we can guess correctly. or if we just increase the carousing level. I think we're almost at 2, so let's increase it. Okay, that made it to 2. Everyone's cheery, and 15 more days until we are going to finish up here. We've got a perk available, and I think I was going to go. Parthian tactics. We could go down the Serve the Crown eventually, but I think at this point this would also be pretty good. Reduces the friendly fatal casualties as well. Parthian tactics would be good for the cavalry, and leads to envelopment, which increases the counter efficiency. Yeah, we're going with Parthian tactics for now. All right. After all, and we're still going to be finishing up the camp revelry. There we go. A wonderful revelry it was. Everybody has lost 90 stress. We've gained some provisions, and I've got some stewardship experience out of the whole thing. All right. So let's see. Hopefully that has resolved the issues between Farah the Brave and Alessandra, who is now newly married, and that hopefully gets her mind off things. While we are traveling the country, I think it is time that, or at least my followers think that it's time, that we officially proclaim the Knight of the Swan heroic legend about me. So this is going to be costly, but we shall get this underway, because it is actually going to give some interesting modifiers as well. So we'll create that, and with that, Captain Bernard of the Lion de Beauvais wandered the land with his faithful followers, fighting ruffians and rescuing those in need. One morning, while entering a misty forest, he heard a cry for help, a call he could not ignore. A fair maiden was threatened by a wicked knight, but Bernard defeated him in singular battle, a white swan being born from the puddle of blood. He said to her, "Do not ask my name, for it is not mine to give." All right, so that is the current legend chronicle, and that means we are actually promoting this legend. And I think there are ways of... yes, I can increase the quality of it, but it has to spread by itself first. This is going to cost a fair amount of gold that we're going to have to earn back. But we will travel the land and keep looking for opportunities to improve the life of the locals. Our next goal is the Barony of Cevennes, probably, and there is a old mining town that is worth visiting, according to Thibault, and that gets netted me 150 stewardship experience, but no new contracts in the area, so we'll not be supporting factions. Instead, we'll head east slowly and explore the Kingdom of Burgundy and see what the court of King Bertrand is like while we are making our way across, and get to know this particular fellow. But we come across yet another knight-errant who is a paragon of virtue, and absolutely let him join our camp. We cannot have enough. We cannot have enough knights. The stump's completed. Camp has been moved to Arles, but contract work is scarce as it is. So we are probably. Do we need to upgrade still? I probably have to be a little careful with the gold because of the expenses. We could upgrade the barber's tent once more. That would net us 0.2 income per month, but that would cost too much, and we'd be running out of coin very quickly. So let's have a quick look at Arles Castle. Don't think there's we probably don't really want to hire anybody. So let's see if we can get some supplies. No. Any stories to hear? No. We don't have any stress and we'll see what the town crier has. Learning contracts might be an interesting challenge. Let's see what they're up to here. We could tutor a child, and or we could complete a learning scheme. Both of which do not pay an awful lot, but we are a bit short on provisions, so that would actually be an interesting opportunity to gain some coin as well as refill our provisions. And we have been successful, which means we can now ask for additional payment from Count Hubert, who has so graciously given us this contract to work with. Oh, it looks like the French actually have made quite some inroads into Iberia, interestingly enough. So it looks like King Eudes is very much expansionist, but he still hasn't dealt with the English in Normandy. We stop for a break on the road. My entourage surrounds a clearing, hurrying around, watching for bandits and gathering supplies, leaving me to myself for just a moment. The wind blows out my crackling campfire like a match would to my breath. I feel something behind me, and I turn to see a stranger has found his way into my camp. He grins nonchalantly as if he had always been there. What a lucky day it is to happen upon the legend himself, Captain Bernard of the Lion de Beauvais. He reveals his weapon to me. Prove yourself a legend, ogre. Our battle shall be legendary. Raymond and I stalk each other, each weighing our options. He hefts a fearsome sword while I grip my fine battle-axe tightly. The deadly weapon feels cool and weighty in my grasp. This fight may only be till first blood, but that doesn't ease my nerves. I am the fastest blade of the French. Let's go for it directly. In battle, I am an artist. Every strike is a brush stroke, every fallen foe or gout of blood a splash of paint. As I brandish my axe, switching seamlessly between flourish and strike, I paint a picture of agony across my foe. All right. He has done a low, so we could feint to gain knife to hand, which would be adding me intrigue because I'm a hunter. That would be a high medium, or I can just go for outright. Yeah, I'm just going to go for outright. Because we are just, after all, we are not doing underhanded tactics. He's done high medium. I will literally match that. Yes. Okay. We are getting close, but he's got a low chance, so I will go for medium. And with that, confident lends competence, as they say, and my strikes prove that. Raymond fights like a man possessed, lashing out with a never-ending storm of powerful cleaves that force me back and back. It's not till he takes a second to exult in his imminent victory that I'm able to land a desperate blow on his temple with the haft of my axe. He staggers back, blindsided, giving me a solid opening to swipe his sword away with a powerful cleave. With now a weapon left, my opponent is at my mercy, and he knows it. A bitter yield is mine in moments. I am victorious. All right. We will see. We have gained a legendary victory. My entourage returns right as I emerge victorious over my mysterious opponent. His weapon falls to the ground, and he looks up at me stunned. I call to my entourage, but when I look back at my feet, he has disappeared, as though he were never there at all. So travel resumes, and I think that was part of the... Let's open the chronicle. Okay, so the legend has changed. Let's see. In the vast expanse of Captain Bernard's travels, he stumbled upon a breathtaking wonder that defied earthly bounds, a place where the beauty of nature intertwined seamlessly with human ingenuity. Towering spires of exquisite craftsmanship reached towards the heavens, their graceful forms bathed in the soft glow of dawn's first light. Bernard took a deep breath, as he could not have wished for a better end. Okay, so this actually includes my death by the looks of it. But we're still promoting it, and we're still on the road northwards. And that was a very interesting A very interesting, mysterious challenge. And make our way north through the embattled countryside. Alderic is at that age. Yeah, he's 6 years old already, where a child absorbs everything and anything around him like a sponge soaking up water. Though present circumstances prevent me from giving him the finest of educations, the young lad seems no less eager to learn for it. Instead of the tutors and books that some of more fixed wealth might feel entitled to, he roams the camp, shadowing my officers and eagerly assisting them in their duties. A little nudge towards someone specific would likely do wonders for focusing his efforts. So we could get him to follow Thibaut. Thibaut, who is 69 years of age at this point, but still stands strong and has survived many of our younger comrades. So that would be 2 diplomacy to Marshal. He could follow Thierry for 2 Marshal and 2 stewardship, or Alderic for 2 learning and 2 prowess, or for 2 Marshal and prowess. Let's see what he's got so far. So his martial and his prowess could do some work, but his stewardship's pretty good by now. So I think martial and prowess, learning 9 is okay. He is very intelligent, so I think following Radomir around for some physical training might not be a bad choice. So follow my master of arms, please. So we move north, and with trading with the locals, we are actually still doing all right in terms of income. Edwig has been bitten by a snake, but Sophie can easily treat that, and with that, we've made our path to the barony of Blois. And we'll see to our old contact of Count Ude. I retreat to my chambers one evening, exhausted and weary from yet another day of tedium and monotony. As I lay on the edge of sleep, I am suddenly stirred awake by the shrill screeching of metal on stone. I shoot awake and see a shadowy figure at the edge of my bed, his toothy grin the only illuminated part of him that I can see clearly. I cannot move. I can only stare as he steps towards me, dagger in hand. Then suddenly I wake once more. He has marked me with his visit. I fear that I will be collected by death very soon, a fate I must change. We could gain a quest for immortality, or we gain level-headed. This changes the legend chapter, so I think we are brave. So this would cause us stress because it's against our character, really. That said, Bernard is also a wise man and a mystic, so he does not discount these sort of supernatural occurrences. And this would increase the chance to spread our legend. So I think that is definitely something we're going to be doing. So let's have a look at how that changed the legend. Okay, it seems not to actually have made any changes to it. So, but it has made it cheaper to upgrade. We can't increase the quality yet. It has to spread to 100 baronies, so this is still going to take quite a while. So in the meantime, we'll complete our work here to rescue the fair subject. And we have rescued Bona from a wild boar. It usually is. She is, however, a dishonorable ravener. So she's very greedy and somewhat dishonorable, so we'll definitely bring her back to her local lord and not deal with her any further than that. My path back from the barber's tent takes me close to the camp's edge, where the shouts and screams of children at play draw my attention. My son Alderic is leading several others in mock cavalry charge across an even patch of ground, battering small sticks and branches at imaginary foes as they send an illusory foe skittering away in fear. After a moment, Alderic catches sight of me. The boy beams in my direction, clearly hovering between taking his playmates back towards camp or pushing out a little further into the wilds. Right, we could... every child gains 1 martial, or every child gains 1 learning, or diplomacy, stewardship, intrigue. Martial learning, go on and explore. So that's that. Let's have a quick look, actually, if we can teach him anything. Not quite yet. How is Raoul doing? We could influence his personality. We have just. We can make sure he's just. Yeah, that's definitely something we want to do. And with that, we have a return, and that has been a success. We have returned to our camp. And we will continue traveling the lands, although the war that the English are waging, once again, is just a never-ending slaughter of the innocent. All is dark around me. Just ahead, a solitary light is there in the distance. Like instinct, I walk across this void towards that single spot of light until I'm greeted by a lone figure dressed all in white, who looks just like an older version of me. He smiles at me with a kind of warmth only a father can give and invites me to sit beside him. Basking in the warmth of his presence, I feel an inexplicable elation and peace. Do you know why I made mortals die, Bernard? It is what separates you from me. You know how precious life is. Your eternity in heaven is coming, but for now there are people below waiting for you. With that, I gain at peace for 25 years. And I get it. I finally get it.